we're now going to spend a moment presenting a really interesting initiative happening at the European government level. And I'm very delighted to introduce our next presenter, the Director of the Unit for Smart Cities at the European Commission, Eddy Hartog.
How do I do that digital transformation in my city, in my village? What do you have to offer as a European Union, Eddy, when I do all of this? I mean, that's the question 3 years ago that we were confronted with when we were looking at the next program for the European Commission. And most of the time we then do calls and a lot of projects, and then we hope that the vision comes out of that. And we decided with a number of leading European organizations to do it differently. We decided to say, like, now, where do we really want to come? How do we get that engine room of the digital transformation at local level sorted? And from that vision, we said what we need to do is to get the politicians aligned, and we need to get the technology people aligned. And then, of course, as a good bureaucrat, how do you do that? You make them sign a declaration. But not only sign a declaration, we wanted to say, let's make that a movement that will actually be able to sustain the challenge of the time that we have. And it's very fitting also for today's summit. How do you do that? How do I get in this room 86,000 European Union mayors with their staff to work on this? And that is what this Living-in.EU movement is really about. It's created by the representative of those mayors. As an official of the European Commission, I'm allowed to support that, and we help them, and we try to bring projects in there. We try to make sure that they get the tools, a toolbox to create a local digital twin. We work on data spaces to do that, and we really want to get them in there. And not only the mayors, because often you find, and I'm sure you're more expert than I am, that the mayors say one thing and the minister says another, and never the two shall meet. We said, no, let's not do that behind the back. Let's really make sure that all the levels of government are signed up to this Living-in.EU movement. And what do? You look at interoperability, you look at data management, and in the end, each city may have different services. They may have different results. And that is what this movement is about. And that's all I can do in the 5 minutes that I have been given to present this to you. But it's not about what I can give you. It's actually more what you can give me today. And that is very simple. Out there, with the courtesy of the Dutch Association of Municipalities, we have a booth which says, in big letters, Living-in.EU. So all of you can go out there, you may have done it already, and scan the QR code. Now, if you are a minister, if you are a mayor or a political leader, you can actually sign the declaration if you're in the EU. If you're a company, representing a company, we actually want to do that with the companies. This is not about cities against the technology suppliers. This is about doing it together, developing the standards together, developing the technology, the skills together, all of this. You can sponsor it. And what you can do as an individual, it's very simple, and it's actually my favorite. That's why I always say this. You can just go out there, scan it, and give it what I call the citizens like. Because in the end, whether that's national government, European government, local government, we're trying to create that new local digital environment for our citizens together, and we want the citizens actually to like, enjoy, and benefit from what we're doing. And that is what collectively we're doing. So with a little like, you can actually help the movement grow, convince your bosses to sign up and join us, and then the work starts of developing the technology together, getting the toolboxes ready, making sure that we have that interoperable system in the European Union of keeping the control of the digital transformation that we're going through and not give it away to others, but keep that control and work with the companies to develop this. That's what I wanted to share with you in the first 5 minutes as a message from the European Union. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you will join us in the movement.
Thank you so much to